Boys and girls. This right here is that. Boplaas Red Muskadel. If you ever go to Calitzdorp, Boplaas is one of the few local port makers in the area there. We all know that Calitzdorp is the port capital of South Africa. And Port Muskadel, I've got another one here. It's a straw wine that's actually made out of raisins, which I'm going to try. Wait, let me just take a sip because I can see that I'm battling. It might be the three that went before this that's doing that to me. And then we're going to get to the trucks. Okay, hang on. This is good stuff. So, we're going to do the 4900 Western Star next, built by Jorg himself, this one. And I want to show you, I took the Diamond Rio to show you what I meant last time. You can see it there already by the height of the cabs and how the cabs remained the same throughout the years. I mean, when did the Diamond Rio cab start? 60s? Early 60s? And Western Star only went away from this cab in 95 when the Heritage Edition, which this was, stopped, and they started with the Constellations. And now today, when you buy a Western Star, you're basically buying a rebadged Freightliner. I'm probably going to get a lot of flack for that from all 289 views. How much flack can you possibly get if nobody watches it in any case? But anyway, that's a story for another day. This was the good old proper Western Star body still. And the 4900 nose was the longest nose, 123-inch bumper at the back of cab. I remember it so well. Now, my truck was a 5900, had the same cab, same length of nose, but it was an aero bonnet and a setback front axle. All right, but if we go to the model, you can see there on the front of the cabs that Western Star, basically from the old Diamond Rio, Diamond T cabs, they just cut the roof off and made it higher. Okay, the door handle went to there from, yeah. But that was basically just to give you a little bit more headroom, because if you're a tallish guy, it was a problem in the old cabs. Now, I spent 15 years of my life in a cab like that. And I also did 5 million kilometers in a cab like that. This was always the funniest thing. Mine did the same in the real life. The door there, it very seldom lined up. Weirdest thing. But anyway, all right. The reason I love this cab so much was when we did the Southwest runs, there was always a lot of dirt road involved. And if you had an American truck, like my International was before, that with an aluminium cab over, man, dirt roads weren't fun. It felt like they were going to fall apart. This thing, you could do 130 k's an hour, and it was just like on a tar road. There was absolutely zero rattles in this thing. It was a very, very good cab. Now this one, I can't remember. Yeah, this one's got a cat in it, the V8 cat, which we never had here by us. This was never a popular engine in Africa. Normally we had these with either a Cummins or a 3406 type, 3406E or 3406B, straight 6 cat. But yes, it's got the bull bar, which is very nice. Jorg did quite a bit of custom work on this thing. And the interior of the cab's also very nice. You did a good job. There's a pity I can't see in there and show you properly. But there's a lot of detail at the back here as well. Chains and stuff. So on the layout, I want to use this truck as not necessarily a logger. It's got the headache rack. But you can also put there's another folding gooseneck there that I actually want to take off the Peterbilt and put onto this one. And then just run machinery or whatever into my crusher area or into my locomotive service area. That is going to be the plan. But there you have it. It's weird how they became bigger over the years, eh? You know, back in those days, this was a bloody long bonnet. Look at that. That's a long bonnet. And you know, this wasn't even the longest. I mean, the Peterbilt had a 127-inch bumper to back of cab, and I think the Freightliner was a 132. Yeah, so there was a lot of size that got added over the years. They got heavier and heavier and bigger as years progressed, and the Oak started wanting more horsepower, because horsepower needs cooling, needs bigger front ends, needs bigger radiators. You can see the difference there, you know. These things, I remember when I spec'd the 550 Caterpillar 3406E was the biggest engine you could spec back then. But there were three of them, Matchbox, Dinky Twin, Pink Panther, running in South Africa right from the middle 80s with that bonnet and a Cummins K in it at 525 horses. And that's a 19-litre machine, you know. So yeah, these Western Stars were built for, they were spec to, you know, your what you wanted. And lovely trucks. The way they were built, I mean, mine just ran. I never had a problem with the suspension. I had a New Way suspension on mine. This is something else. I don't know that suspension. I had a New Way in mine, and that thing ran. I changed bushes, I think, at 2.5 million kilometers. I changed bushes on it the first time, and I don't think it was even necessary. Yeah, so always running at 56 tons for the first 10 years, and then after that with the triaxle running at 45, 46 tons all its life. Yes, very, very good trucks. So there we have it. Now I also want to show you, but there's the red one. I finished that this morning. So I'm done with the next batch of Yaku stuff. They can go. And here's the boxes. The logo standing around the corner there. So all that needs to be done now is the lids need to be engraved with his name and the serial numbers and a little story, and then they can go. So yes, I wasn't doing nothing. All right, dude, so that's basically all I want to show you today. It's just a little video to tell you that I'm still here. And then that'd be the end of that. So say goodbye to the Boplaas, and then we'll speak later. Goed, tot ziens.